Hello everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching. So come let's make Afam soup together. You see, Afam soup is a soup made from the popular with the Akwa Ibom people of Akwa Ibom or Cross River in Nigeria State. So it has been rumored that when you take Afam soup on a reg, it helps to stimulate red blood cells production. So let's dive into making it. So we had erratic power supply, and this is all we prepared in my sister's house. So she stored the veggies for the Afam soup outside, you can imagine, but outside in the balcony. So we began cooking the in the morning. Well, the cooking was done by Mami Mai. Yes, you see her at the course of the video. I did the filming while my sister did the supervision. That being said, cooking Afam soup, you need to wash the leaves thoroughly because of course there are just two leaves you use. You use the ukazi, which is the Afam. Then you also use water leaf. So we began by washing the water leaf like forever. The water leaf. We washed it. She washed it and washed it and washed it. At a point, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, water leaf." And for this recipe, we skipped the use of fresh pepper. It was actually not available, so we decided to just use only dry pepper. So after she started by washing the shredded water leaves, she did it several times. So at the point she started to explain, we started to get ready to start preparing the soup. So my sister got the meat ready and all. So she started to explain that there are two ways to cook Afam soup. So you either start by frying it, put palm oil in the pot. You either start by putting your palm oil in the pot, then you start frying the veggies, or for when you're boiling your meat and your fish, you can now add your palm oil, then add your veggies. So we also decided to add dry fish. So she washed the dried fish several times, guys, because the trick is when you're washing this dried fish, you just try to try to remove the bones, because there are several cases where you see people are rushed to surgery because they ate fish bone, especially dried fish bone. So it's tricky because this soup is yummy, and by the time you'll be eating it, you will actually forget that it has bone, and you just swallow it. That's why it's always advisable. That's why women or men cooking, they like to remove the fish bone. So, and most of the times they also add salt and warm water or hot boiling water to rinse it properly and properly. That's the trick. So as been said, the Afam soup, we decided to do the one you fry with palm oil. Like she explained, she started by frying the palm oil, after which she started adding the water leaf, or step by step. She added all the water leaf and she stirred it severally. Then she added the meat stock. The meat stock, that's the meat water. It was more like a green jungle with wetlands. And she also added crayfish, salt, bouillon cubes, pepper, the choice of meat that we chose. And at some point she also re-added palm oil to, by the time you cook, you just re-add palm oil. It's your choice. So I actually did the periwinkles. I did the periwinkles because I help in prepping the periwinkles to remove the eyes. We bought the one without the shell, so I was actually multitasking, so I couldn't cover that on the video. So here you see the Afam leaf or the ukazi leaf. Afam leaf is called ukazi leaf, with the periwinkles, and the soup cooking actually made my day. I actually had fun. One thing about the soup is you don't want the veggies to overcook. About veggies, everyone is particular about veggies, that when it overcooks, then it won't give you any blood. Okay, so the key thing is she just kept on stirring and stirring to evenly distribute the heat across the pot. So for me, Afam soup is forever tasty. I actually burnt my tongue when I was actually tasting because we had to taste the soup, because when you're cooking, it's like all your taste buds just become numb. So she gave me to also taste, and I actually burnt my tongue. So you have to be careful also when you're tasting. And this soup is one in a million. I think you should try it so that it will help to rejuvenate the cells responsible for blood production, whether for male or for female. Thank you very much for watching.